And we're live. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everybody.
What is going on? Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to Wednesday Hump Day.
Yeah, this is John Boy and Ray back at you on Wednesday morning. Oh, what's up, Jamin?
John Boy and Ray.
Uh-oh.
Back at you.
Hey, Jamin, how's it going, man?
So, yeah, but anyways, we got a lot of stories we can get through this morning. We can talk about. I know a lot of people just don't, and we're not talking about politics. We're talking about just relevant events that is going on in our country and around the world. So the biggest thing I think going on is the spacecraft. Since we also talk about things like that on Unchained Down the Rabbit Hole, I thought maybe we'd have a few topics this morning. We don't have to have topics. That's one of the points of doing this early morning. It's not a scheduled topic. It's a scheduled live, but it's not a, driven topic live.
No.
It's just, waking up, saying hi. We're going to get into certain things and just hang out and talk to you guys. But I believe things are relevant. Things are happening, big things. And with the spacecraft, I don't know how many of you guys watched it, but we did. I watched it. I thought it was pretty neat. I just still don't understand how they're doing 17,000 miles per hour and they don't just freaking die or something. I mean, I'm serious.
How do you
don't understand.
How do you live through that?
I mean, I know that the thing was burned up and stuff. It looked burned up and toasted, but yeah, you go to a Dollywood or you go to a theme park, Six Flags, and you get on a ride and you do 20 mile an hour, you're in a G4, you know what I mean? It's crazy because you're stuck to the seat. You can't move. And now you're saying, okay, we're going to put 6 people in the thing and let them go 17,000 miles an hour, but you can't move in a 20 mile an hour roller coaster ride. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I question everything because I'm just that kind of guy. I like to question everything. So
what are you trying to say? They didn't go up there?
Well, no, I believe they did. I believe, like I was saying a minute ago, I believe they're not like in space. We know they're not in outer space because if you really look at it, like Amazon, Jeff Bezos, and like I was saying a minute ago, if you look at it, when those people paid $200,000 or $300,000 to go up in his little spacecraft, they're not even floating for like a minute. It's like a minute or less, I think they said. So like they're just breaking the the little barrier of going into floating, and then they come right back down. They start curving and coming back down. So they're paying to go up and say, oh, we were in space, when a lot of people don't believe that's space because they're just in that first layer open, above the, atmosphere, and they go in it and then they come right back down. Do we have a space station? Of course we do.
Jamin says that is why they train. Come on, Ray.
Yeah, they train in water pools, and they set up the whole space station and everything, and then they throw a green screen in the background. And then what's crazy is I've seen videos and they're trying to debunk them because I've seen people point out, there's bubbles, little bubbles that happen and they don't supposed to be happening, but they're showing the background of them in space on the space station, working on the space station. And you can see little bubbles coming here and there. And it's like, really? There ain't no bubbles in space, but there is in water. But anyways, I thought it was fascinating to see it land, and what's crazy is the bone density that goes down from the people being up there so long, and like they end up with back issues and stuff. Yeah. And the brain stuff and people like Musk. I know he's trying to help with Doge and stuff, but here's the thing. He wants to move people to Mars, to space, and you're going to be all messed up. If you, how does you got to work it out to how you don't deteriorate, how your bones,
well, they're up there in anti-gravity. That's the problem.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, how are we going to live in a space station somewhere with gravity if we don't have gravity?
You got
say you build a place on Mars. You got to have, but what causes gravity?
I don't know that they created, I guess.
It ain't air because they have to have air in that space show or in that space station to breathe, right? So if it was air,
Well, how long were they up there? Like
9
6 months?
months, almost 10 months. They
Real.
for 8 days, and they were there almost 10 months. Yeah.
Who left them up there?
Well, we know who. Joe Biden. And Elon Musk also, they offered to go get them. And his administration said no. And Elon said he believed it was a political decision because they didn't want him looking good because he was supporting Trump to go rescue these guys. I don't think he really rescued them. I think like they said, they already had other things scheduled. They could have went. Boeing just kind of missed their opportunity because the ship was leaking that, hydro whatever stuff and things like that, and they hadn't had it fixed. So I think somebody else could have, I think NASA and Boeing was still planning to go get them. I think Elon just kind of, he's like, hey, we'll go do it. We can build this in this, amount of time, blah, blah.
Right.
The heroes like rescuing, I know. They could have, they would have still been got, someone would have went and got them.
Yeah, can't you see?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they went and got them and all that. I'm glad Elon threw out and said, hey, we'll do it. We'll take care of it. Give me a few months to build it and make sure everything's right. Because like he said last night, he was talking to one of those guys on the news, Sean Hannity. And he was saying, Sean Hannity asked him a question. And he said, well, the way things I look at, because Sean was asking him about the ship. And he said, well, the way I look at it, I don't look at it like, yay, that's awesome, blah, blah, blah. He says, I look at it like, what if the chutes don't open? What if this breaks? What if this goes wrong? You know what I mean? He said, my mind the whole time is calculating and wondering, what if this fails? What if he's like, I'm not looking at it like, yes, that's awesome, cool. You know what I mean? He's looking at it like, what something, you know what I mean? If something fails, what these people are done with. So, and you got to kind of think that way. And like he said, he wasn't even into space. He didn't know anything about rockets. Did not know anything about rockets or anything when he started all this. Because he started with the battery. We all know that. He created the battery, the electric battery, the car, whatever you want to call it, And then he had three spacecraft missions that failed. He was almost out of money. He was almost completely broke, and someone stepped in and helped him out. And that's how he relived his business and his money back, because he made, of course, billions off of the battery, Tesla, and all that stuff. But he almost went broke.
Hey, Brown Chicken wants to know how much coffee you have had, Ray.
I'm just now on my first cup, man. But if you guys don't want to listen to topic, man, we're just.
No, go ahead. You're fine, man.
I get going and shit, man.
Good.
People want to come in, and people complain because I do talk.
No, you're good, man.
Not you, and I'm not specifically saying Brown Chicken. I'm just saying,
Hey, Brown Chicken. Thanks for coming in. You're good. You're fine, man.
Well, anyways, what I was saying was he's almost dead broke. His company was almost done with, and somebody steps in and helps him. Of course, they believed in him, and that's why he said he never stopped. And that's why he always says, hey, I don't care if 100 blow up, but if one's right, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I was trying to get to the point of, hey, it was amazing because it's so much history. This was history watching this come down yesterday, and these people ain't go up and get these astronauts. I don't care who gets credit for it. That's not my wheelhouse. I could care less. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just glad they're safe. And, if they want it, the guy lives in Mountain Juliet, Tennessee, man, and with a wife and kids. And he lives here in Tennessee, and I think they were kind of ready. But what I was saying a minute ago was, when they pulled her out, if you watched it, you could see in her face how dense it, how much she had, lost weight and stuff. And just, but I thought that was pretty good. That's a big topic. Of course, we got,
Jamie said, dude, you have to stop. This burns up my phone battery. Leaving it on because I listen and can't watch. Oh, okay. Just busting your balls. Elon did not invent anything. He buys companies. Yeah, that's true. He buys a lot of companies. So, Yeah, he didn't invent the rockets or anything like that.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. All right, love you. Be careful. That's what I was saying. He wasn't even into rockets. He said, you know what I mean? He didn't know anything about rockets or space or none of this stuff. And then when he made his millions and billions, he wanted to, you know what I mean? Just say for me. Now, this is just for me. If I made millions or billions of dollars off one company, you think I'm just going to rely on that one company? Heck no, I'm going to go and create 2 or 3 more companies that I think I could be successful at, or buy companies and that's worth something, you know what I mean, that can make money and make a living. And I'm going to get into other things that I enjoy and I want to do. And that's what he did. He went and got into the space stuff. And like he said, we didn't know anything about rocket. The first 3 failed, and he was almost broke. And then someone came in and helped him. And like he said, if it wasn't from that, you know, and learning, it was a learning experience, you know, and you know, and that's why, you know, he's been successful, because he has failed many times at doing things, just like with the battery, the Teslas, and all that. He failed and failed and failed until he got it right. You know, I mean, that's what you have to do.
You kidding me, Brown Chicken? Old Mac
also
live since 4 a.m. Wow. Go ahead, man. You're good.
And well, that's like, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, with the country and the way, you know, blah 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 and this and that. That's, of course, we all know we had, you know, what was that day the other day, the Irish Day?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, you know, and all that. And of course, we got Conor McGregor up there, you know, in the White House talking to Trump, blah, blah, blah. Now, he used to be against Trump, from my understanding, or he like badmouthed him or something. But now he's in there, you know, talking all sweet and nice and everything. Then he gets up there, and of course, if you watch my channel, then you'll know I put a short out on Conor McGregor, what he was saying in the room yesterday up there. Where they ask questions in the briefing room, you know, the news reporters, and I think Caroline Lovett was just actually showing him around. That wasn't even an interview, and they just started asking him questions. And then I put another short out I got one I've got to put out. I didn't put it out on YouTube yet, but he was saying, hey, you know, our country, Ireland, is trash, like, you know, doing the same thing that America's doing. You know, it's big little small places, towns over there being overrun by immigrants. They're sending all their tax dollars out to other countries. Well, they're not sending it to us because we're sending money out. You know, we're not seeing it. And then, of course, he goes on, if you watched it, you know, talking about the leader over there and all that. But a lot of people don't understand. And I've got another one I'm going to drop here probably today or tomorrow. But he employs almost 300 people back home with the companies he owns. So he does contribute. A lot of people say, oh, he just get up there and run his mouth because he's rich and all that. He lives in America now and all this, and he ain't got nothing to worry about. I had 2 or 3 that said a bunch of crap. And I'm like, dude, this guy tries to get, I don't care if you like UFC, if you like fighting, if you like him, if you don't, that's fine. It's not my business. I'm never going to eat with the guy. I'm not friends with him. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, when somebody makes that money and then says, hey, what can I do to give back? And then goes and creates a company or something and employs hundreds of people, man, he's giving back to that community. You know what I mean? To his country. He's giving back to people where they actually have a job and they can feed their family and they can pay their bills. And a lot of people don't understand. Yes, not all rich people do that. We know that. We know a lot of rich people just keep their money and they're just filthy and stingy and greedy, and they never give back to their community. But for people to dog him because, hey, he's got a platform to speak on, you better believe if I had a platform that big, I would be speaking on what I believed in, you know, and what I believe needs to be done, you know. And
hey, Buck.
And if I had that kind of platform and that kind of money to create businesses to help people and give them jobs, I'd do it in a minute. You know, I would do it. It helps the economy. The more businesses that are created, you know, it puts money in your workers' pockets, you know, then they spend money, you know. So, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that, but that's just the world we live in. You know, you work, you pay, you buy things we don't need. I do it too. I buy stuff I don't need. My kids buy stuff. We buy things for them they really don't need all the time online and stuff like that. And so we're working and just giving our money right back, or what money that is not being taken from the government,
Yep.
But that's the world we live in. Can't sit on your butt.
Today?
Happy birthday.
I think he does.
I don't know. Good morning, Rob. What's up, Buck? But anyways, that was just one of the things that I know is trending big. It happened yesterday was the what do we call it? The capsule rocket, whatever, floating back, or not floating, but speeding 17,000 miles per hour. I don't believe it, but if they say it did, it's got to be true. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
Okay. So what all did you do yesterday, man?
Me, I ain't got nothing to report.
You laid around and took a nap, woke up and eat. I mean, is that?
No, I went out riding. I went out on the bike for a while.
Well, my daughter, we had a ball game. They lost 11-0, which my daughter's played softball her whole life, and she's played hind catcher, and it's got bad on her knees, and so the last year,
that will be bad on you.
Yeah, well, she plays a lot of different positions, so they put her in second last night, and of course, she does good. She got 3 people out, and threw it. They hit the ball. She, grounders, and she grabbed it and threw it and got 3 people out. She does good. She's not like that, that boy-looking softball player that dominates and going to college on. She's not that, but she's good. She's a good player, because you know what I mean. There's certain girls that can play ball that's just bred to play ball. You know what I mean? That's just them. And my daughter's not that. But she does play. She can play. She's played her whole life. She's played for the high school for 2 years now. But she's good at catching too. So she's played that position for the last probably 6 years, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
we've had to buy all
those. Wrong with playing sports. Playing sports is a good thing. It's
an activity. Hey, it gets them out, gets them off the phones, gets them off. Because man, we're just in that kind of world where we have technology, and if you don't let them at least learn some of it, they're going to be clueless like we are. If you grew up like I did without a computer and stuff, and it didn't even really exist until a certain time, we didn't get on them things. Now that I'm on it, it's like I'm having to learn everything over and over, and it's harder for me to learn because I have a learning disability anyways. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Even you, I'm sure you've had to learn a lot of stuff on laptops and stuff that you didn't learn growing up. You didn't know nothing about that.
No.
But nowadays, I mean, technology and AI, everything is getting so advanced for our kids. You can't really stop them from learning on it because schools gives them laptops to take home and do their work on. They got to know something. They got to be able to know how to, do a little bit at least. And
you're riding out to Eastgate Harley today?
Yeah, I seen where he posted that picture. I think it was on Instagram where on his story where he got to ride, and he showed a picture of his bike out in the parking lot. He said, "I got to ride today." So I do watch Jamin. I did see stuff, buddy.
Yeah. Why are you going out to Eastgate Harley? That's where I bought my road glide. Is Eastgate Harley. By the way, so everybody knows, I've decided to keep the road glide. I'm going to change the seat and go.
Oh, did you? I didn't know. I was hoping you weren't going to go with the trike because, man, that's a lot of push and pull. And I mean, they're good for travel, but not for local riding. Going to change the seat out, and what else?
And go to air shocks on the
air ride. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to go with
bring it up and down, bring it up.
You're going to go with like a smaller dip seat.
Something that dips me down lower, so I sit.
Check into. There's a lot of brands. I don't know what you're into, and they're expensive. I would look into a Mustang. My Mustang, if you get the travel seat, some of the Mustangs are a little thicker. I don't like. I mean, I love it when I'm traveling real far because I can ride 16 hours, and on the solo Mustang seat I got is comfortable. But man, it sits me up a couple inches. I don't like that. But they do make one that goes down. They do make a good one and comfortable that actually dips down. I forget what it's called. Of course, Saddleman. They make one. I can't think of the name of it. Harley makes a tall boy, but I don't know if I'd want to go with Harley. I've tried to ride third seats, and I can't ride.
I just want something that's going to take me down maybe an inch, or if I can.
Well, that or you're going to have to get a custom one made. You take yours into an upholstery place and have it custom took out and put better gel, or put some gel, or put something in it, or not gel. They say gel is like gets hot. As less stitching as you can get on the top, though, if you ever did that, because I know you got a garage, but if you're out and it's raining or whatever, rain will go into that stitching. It will make your seat wet. But I would check before you jump and buy one. I would check with Mustang seats or Saddleman, or because you want something that's got a back, right, for your wife and all that.
Yeah.
That's why. Now, do you have the heated ones?
We was looking at. I was thinking about the Street Glide, and she said no way, because it doesn't have the trunk, and she wants something that she could sit in comfortably. So that's out of the question. And it was either go to the trike, but I don't want to push and pull on that damn trike. So.
No, I'm telling you, that'll wear your damn arms out. You get sit. What is the name of that Saddleman, guys? That one, it's for the man and woman, but it's like it's for a taller person. It dips down. It's called something. I forget the name of it. But yeah, it's expensive, man, because it's a 2-seater. Let's see. I'm sure we got Google. I don't know why we don't look it up. Let's see. Let me look it up.
Yeah, the Street Glide does sit better, but
I love the Street Glide, man. I do.
The wife's not interested in that. She wants the tour pack. She wants the back seat. She wants the speakers.
Saddleman 2-seaters.
Yeah, you would. Well, if you ride in the winter here with heated seat would be nice, Rob.
It's the Road Sofa LS. There's a Road Sofa LS. Let's see, you got the Saddleman Road Sofa seat, honeycomb. You got the Saddleman. Yeah, the Road Sofa is pretty good. That's what you want to go with, but then you want to find your style. If you go through like Revzilla, it's $598. If you go through J&P Cycles, it's $643. If you go through,
is that going to sit lower? Is that going to sit deep down?
Lifestyle Cycles, you'll pay $900. Do what? Yeah, it's made for. Yeah, you have to look it up. It's called. Let's see. Lowest prices. You want to get a Road Sofa, or you want to get J&P Cycles. They have different ones from $600 to $900. It just depends on what style you want, what colors, what stitching, a lot of that. Because you can get on Saddleman and order it exactly and put what stitching, what colors. You can design it yourself, but then it takes weeks to get there. If you just order a plain black one to go to your bike,
Yeah. I'll figure it out. Get a blockhead Saddleman. What Jamin says, blockhead.
Yeah, because he's probably got his name on one of them, blockhead. But I don't really care for that guy. But here's the thing. But is it a travel? You want a 2-seater, right? You want a 2-seat?
Yeah, gotta be 2-seat.
You need a decent sized cushion on the back, and you want to go with either the Saddleman Road Sofa. Yeah, just look them up and see what different styles you want, I'm seeing around $875, $850 through J&P Cycles. Just depends on if you want the backrest, the brackets, the ones with brackets or the ones without. Yeah, they actually sit down. What do you got, a factory seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually sit down a lot better than that. So do you want heat and cooling on it? Does it have heating? Do you have heated seats? No. Okay.
No. Okay. Gotcha, Jamin. Yeah, I don't want to feel like I'm not to sound sick or spread out. I want to be able. It's the seat that's on it. Yeah, I think if I get something that sits lower into it, I'll be better off.
I think it does automatically. I think they make theirs like that.
Look at the Lucky Dave seat. it's a nice seat. Lucky Dave.
But if you go Saddleman and you go through J&P or something like that, you're going to look at about $850 is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm figuring if with my air ride, with my air ride that I'm going to put on in my seat, I got about $1,500 I want to spend, so I should be able to get it done. So,
yeah,
I just feel if I feel like I was going to trade it back in, they were just going to try to screw me on the price, and I wasn't going to have that shit. So, we'll make the one we got work.
I don't understand how. I know another guy that runs the factory seat, and I'm like, dude, I mean, he rides a lot. He's rode across country and everything. I'm like, I couldn't do it. I get on my factory seat in an hour. It kills me. There's no way I could ride a factory seat that far. Yeah, we do have some breaking news. Iconic Clothing Store, Route 21, is to close all their stores in the United States. So if you want a clothing store, discount clothing, make sure you go to and buy some clothes for real cheap. Get a Lucky Dave's. I've never heard of that.
Lucky Dave's seats, super nice seats. But is that going to sit me down? See, that's what I'm trying to
do. You need to go down a couple inches.
I need to go down, and I want to go down.
I know Saddleman's got them. Mustang's got them. You can tell them, hey, I'm looking for something that drops, that's going to sit me down like pretty much not close to the frame, but you want something to sit me down, but it's going to be good for touring. Yeah. Something that I can tour with in long distance, but it needs to drop an inch or so, because they nowadays they have certain foam and things that are really good. All right, buddy, have a good day. I mean, really, like I would completely go if it was me and I had just $1,000 to spend on it. I would probably go with a Mustang or a Saddleman. That's me. To me, that's the two, or La Paire, or it just depends on what kind of bike I'm putting it on.
Yeah, so Auntie said that's a drop seat. So what did he say it was? Lucky Dave.
I've never heard of it.
I'll check it out. I'll check them all out.
But air ride costs you quite a bit, don't it?
Air ride's probably going to cost me, I don't know, $500-$600 somewhere around.
Really? I thought it would be like $2,000 or something.
No. Dirty air. It's not too bad. Dying Breed. Did I say hi to Dying Breed? Dying Breed, how you doing?
Do you usually get the company that you buy from put it on, or do you have somebody do it?
I got a good friend that owns his own shop.
Oh, okay.
All my work for me.
I was going to say that might be where the labor might be where it costs so much.
Yeah, he does me really well. He lowers the cost on the parts and he doesn't charge me too much labor. Cool. Yeah, I got to have something that drops me down in there, drops me down, and the air ride between that and that, I think I'll be all right. I think everything will work out after that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not going to take a loss on a bike for sure. I thought about what you said, Ray. I don't want to be pushing and pulling on no trike.
I'm telling you, man. I've rode one.
Because I don't want to be going through the curves. Because I like curvy, windy roads. I don't want to be going through there trying to do all.
Yeah, I mean, I rode one. I'm telling you, I rode one a couple years ago, so I was 42. Even at that, man, I was like, dude, I did it. I'm younger than you, of course, and I'm not boosting that. I'm just saying. Man, I thought, I didn't like. I don't think I could do this, push and pull back and forth, constant. I know you'll get used to it, but do I want my arms constantly going back and because I don't know. It's just it wasn't for me,
Right.
I didn't like the feel of going through the curves like that. I know some people they fly through them on those trikes. They're that's what they ride. They're comfortable with it, but
right.
Me, I was like not comfortable. I was feeling completely out of place. And then when, I was thinking, man, if I have to slow down, you can't really hit your front brake, at all. Like, because, especially if you're trying to turn or something, you're going to flip that tire back here is going to come up. That's what I'm thinking in my mind, this whole time, like, oh shit, if I had to slam on my brakes, if I was going too fast, what would happen? And I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it made me feel uncomfortable, being on that track. Yeah. Now, for like interstate, straightaways, stuff like that would be fine. I think it would be awesome. But riding in the mountains and stuff, I don't like it. I know riding on 3, Mike over here in Tennessee, he rides one. He rides like hell on it. He loves it. He's used to it though.
Salty only paid. I paid to have it put on my Road King dirty air ride on my Road King. I only paid like $500 or $600 parts and labor. So
see, that's why I thought it was like $2 or $3 grand.
$600. Yeah, I didn't come nowhere close to that. I mean, I don't know. That's weird. So
that might be one of the big companies too that do it. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why it costs that much. It didn't cost me near that much.
I know you can go to motorcycle rallies and they got some companies got a couple of different ones that's got air ride and they can do it and install it there. And I'm not for sure exactly how much it is.
That was front and rear. No, I only had rear. I just did a fork upgrade on the front. I didn't do front air. I didn't do air ride in the front.
But yeah, I just don't know if I'd like the trike deal. That's just me.
I've rode trikes before, but I don't know if I would like it.
I like the curves on a 2-wheel though, man. I like to be able to just, lean with them. You can't even lean on a trike, man. You gotta it's just weird. I don't know. It threw me off balance because it wasn't for me. It might be different later on if I get old and.
Well, I am getting older with the arthritis and all that. It's hard to keep me and the wife up. It ain't the same anymore, And the bike's heavier than the Road King, so it's different. But the wind was blowing that day, man. Like, I mean, it almost blew us over a few times. It felt like, but I'll give it some time. Change the seat, change the.
Yeah, some Harley dealers has got like used parts room. Sometimes you can find like the Harley tall boy seats. They sink down and back a little bit. They're for taller people. But
so I came in late. Did you check the trade-in value of your bike? No, I didn't check the trade-in value on it.
Yeah, because it's brand new. I guarantee you it's dropped. That's one thing that the value never goes up in, it seems like,
they say Harleys hold their value and all this shit. No, they
bullshit.
Don't.
No, they don't. As soon as you drive it off the parking lot, there goes $5 grand.
This thing's only a few months old. I bought it back in November, and you want to drop it 10 grand?
Yeah, when you sign that paper, it's used. Now it's a used bike. They're full of it.
That's not going to happen. So
the best thing to do if you buy a brand new bike like that is just, if you that's what
I don't know anything on it, but I'm not going to take a loss on it either.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you buy a brand new, if it was me and I bought a brand new bike and I didn't know nothing on it and all that, I wouldn't want to sell it. That's why I bought it. I know your situation, but I'm not saying that your situation. I'm saying for my situation, like if I bought a brand new bike and I paid for it, I would just upgrade, do some things to it, and I would just ride. I wouldn't care about the bike because I wouldn't want to trade it in because it's brand new. And I know why you was saying that, but I'm saying for me, if I bought it and brand new and all that, I wouldn't care about the value because the value is what I see for it because that's what I wanted and that's what I'm going to ride and it's brand new and I'm going to ride it.
Look up the 2024 Road Glide Limited. See what with 500 miles on it. See what what the book says it's worth.
Okay. Let's see.
American Outlaw says, "Okay, I'm here. You may start over again." You missed a lot. You missed a lot in a half hour.
What year is it?
2024. Yeah, I just think it's smarter. I'm just gonna tough it out, change the seat, do my.
A 2024 Harley Davidson Road Glide Limited with 500 miles should be worth around $27,900 to $32,690. Okay.
See, yeah, they will give me that.
27 to 32, based on JD Power's average retail, and suggested list prices. Yeah,
I'll just keep it.
So, Yeah, because they're going to say, I don't know what you paid for. It's not my business, but I can guarantee you paid more than 27 for it.
$30,000 is what
Okay. So, yeah, they're not going to give you that for it.
No.
So, and you've only got 500 miles on it? That means you ain't even got it broke in.
I know. American Outlaw, my 74 only has 13,000 original miles. That's damn good for 74, man. That's damn good. Bought my Chieftain, 2018 Chieftain new, and it held its value. When I sold it in 2022, I got 18 for it.
What'd you pay for it? 25?
Well, what'd you pay? Yeah, what'd you pay for it, though?
That ain't holding its value.
If they're going to drop you, say they're saying, what'd you say it was, like 27 to 32?
It was 27 to 32.
So they're going to offer you way less than that because they're going to make money off of it. So
they're going to offer you 24, 23, 25 maybe at the tops. They got to make $20
paid 22 for his new, I guess.
Okay, so
he got 18 when he sold it. We tried the Saddleman Harley Davidson drop seat and ended up cutting up the Saddleman and having it reupholstered on my wife's bike. But the Lucky Dave seat was by far the nicest. All right, I'll definitely check it out, Salty.
I've never heard of Lucky Dave's.
Send me a link if you have one send me a link, Salty, if you can.
Be careful. Let me know when you get there.
Of course, Buck's going to say, "Oh, my Indian."
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it keeps its value. And yeah, this is such a great motorcycle. And
easy when you put it in the back of a camper and never ride it, huh? It would hold its value.
Buck, I got to give you shit. I mean, that's just the way it goes. You give me shit. You send me all kinds of shit about Harleys. You got to see what he sends me. Got to give you shit.
So everybody watching, man, can I ask the audience or the people in the chat a question? Can you tell anything different about the camera, guys? I got a new camera. It's not that yellow old looking tint, like orange looking tint. This is the first time I'm using the camera. I hooked it up yesterday or day before. I finally got it, and it's got actually lights on it. The glowing lights, but it's got a button on the back. I can turn little LED lights on it and to shine, because it is a streaming camera, and but I don't have the lights on, and it seems like it's a lot brighter anyway. And now the camera actually looks a lot brighter automatically than the other one did. So
sounds good, Salty.
Yeah, and that's
a lot better.
Yeah,
your camera looks better, man.
I think that. Well, I think it looks a lot better. It doesn't look so like it's got all, because it's a streaming camera. That's what that's all it's used for, streaming. So hopefully the technology
says I can send you all 3 seats to try. They are brand new. We have 4,000 in seats for by. Jeez, woo, that's a lot of money. But yeah, that's cool, Salty.
But I mean, I would look at different ones before and of course, certain places like Harley, certain Harley dealers do sell Saddlemans. I think, don't they, guys? If they do, you can always say, "Hey, let me demo this seat." They do have demo seats. Some dealerships have demo seats. That's what I would do. I would call around your local Harleys and say, "Hey, you guys got demo seats? Do you guys have any Saddleman demo seats or any other brand demo seets?"
Yeah, but I don't like to buy anything off Harley.
Well, I don't either, but I'm saying to get the feel, you can, say, "Hey, and I want to demo it," and then that way what you kind of do want, you don't, maybe you don't, you know what I mean? Maybe you get to test ride Saddleman or something, and then you say, "I didn't like that, so I'm not going to order that offline." You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives you the option to, to say, "Okay, well, I know what that one feels like now."
Gotcha.
I didn't care for it, or I did like it. So yeah, you never have to buy anything off Harley. You can use Harley like they use us. They use us for free advertising because we sit here and show their logos. We talk about them. You know what I mean? All the time. So it's they're getting free advertisement off everything every time we get on the bike. You know, I mean, really,
they do.
So why can't we use them? We can use them. I think like that. You know, like with not people, but with people like that, with companies like that, they would use me. They use me.
Advantage of you.
Yeah, you damn right. You know. Oh, yeah. Oh, we had to tighten the nuts on the windshield. So there's a $500 installment fee. You know, I mean, bullshit, man. You know, we're going to charge you a crate fee. Why? I didn't order it from Milwaukee. You bought that and you paid the crate fee. I'm buying it from you. I shouldn't have to pay your fees too. You know.
Yeah, I hate that crate fee.
Yeah, you get your paperwork and it's got 25 things that you had to pay fees on and stuff, and it don't even make sense. Oh, we had to lift the handlebars and tighten them because when we ordered them, they were down because they wouldn't fit. You know, bullshit. I shouldn't have to pay you $200 for tightening the handlebars. I mean, really. Like, so when you need to use something, call Hardy and say, hey, I need to just try this product, demo it, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll know if you want it or not. Then you go and buy offline. That's what I do. I do that with all companies if I can get away with it. I'll demo something or use it, and then I'll decide if I want to buy it, if not. And if I do, I'll go online and go to that company. And I mean, there is times I like to go through a secondary party because it does help the smaller business out. But if I can go directly to that company and get it cheaper or, you know, the same or better, I'll do it. I'll just go straight to the company.
I mean, my feet fit flat on the ground, but not as flat as I'd like, if that makes sense.
No.
And it makes I feel like it's like too wide. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like that feeling. I like to feel like I'm sitting down in the bike, not on top of the bike.
Yeah, that's me. That's how my Mustang is. I feel like I'm sitting up on it and not down in it. And I love sitting down like in it. You know what I mean? And
you feel more stable when you feel like you're sitting down in the bike.
You feel part of the bike. You feel more comfortable, like you're in it. You know what I mean? It's not like, I'm sitting on top riding, you know.
You're sitting up on a mountain, you know, or some kind of shit like that. You know?
Yeah.
So if I can get that accomplished, that would be great. Because the bike itself's a great bike. I was out riding it yesterday. I was like, man, I hate to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. It got a good motor in it. Good. Well, you got the 117?
No, it's got the 114.
Oh, 114. Oh, yeah. I thought you had the 117.
No.
I thought they put that standard in all of them now.
No, I think 114 is pretty much standard. Then it goes up from there.
Oh, okay.
But if 114 is plenty for me, the hell, my 107 was plenty for me. I don't need anything. I don't fly around and speed.
I would like to have the 114. I've rode 114. I've rode 117. I've rode a 131. I'd like to have the 114 or 117. I've just got the 96. Imagine that.
What's wrong with that?
It's slow.
Nah, you don't need nothing fast, man.
I don't want nothing fast, but I've rode the new bikes and I love the motor. They just have so much better takeoff and like torque. And I mean, seriously, compared to mine, like if I'm on the interstate and I want to pass somebody, I need a lot of good torque. I need more torque. You know what I mean? The newer ones are just better for all that, in my opinion. You know, it's just better. And even if I just went with like a 2021 or 22, you know what I mean?
My 2024 has my 2024 has the 114 dime breed. That's what it came with.
Yeah, yours is a limited, so it's not.
Yeah,
it's not a regular road glide.
Yeah,
whatever they call it. You know, I think Dime Breed's got the 117.
Salty said, I just picked up a soft tail project build, change direction.
Yeah, man. Really? You can build a good soft tail. A lot of people build a good, you know, Cholo bike or Chomo, or not Chomo, Cholo bike. Chicken hawk. He's a chicken hawk, motherfucker. Anyways, you can do a lot with a soft. Depends on what kind of soft tail, man. Did you get like a Heritage, a Classic? Did you get like a Street Bob or something that's like a FXR? Did you get, you know, you can do a lot of different things, man, with the soft tail. Because more people, I mean, seriously, for some reason, people enjoy they can do some custom stuff with those soft tails. And now they're coming out with so many things for the soft tails, like bags and, you know, fairings and just different guards and stuff. It's it's amazing what you can do with a
Yes,
soft tail bike, especially like a Heritage. I like the fact that I don't have to change my lights to LED. Well, I mean,
what are you talking about? My bike's got LEDs on them. Headlights are LED. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, because Harley for a long time they just put those old yellow freaking and red covers on with those old bulbs. I hate that. Mine had them too, and I switched everything out to LED headlights and blinkers and all that. So I've got all LEDs on that bike. I'd like to have a new motor.
American Outlaw says 70s and 80s bikes I like the best for the looks. I like the looks of the 70s and 80s bikes. I really do. I always did.
Well, I do too, but depending on what kind of bikes you're talking about, man. I mean,
I always love
the Suzuki's, the Hondas. I like those bikes as well, but they're like if you're talking about like a 500 or 600 cc, that's not a lot of right. You can't really. I don't know, man. To me, I'm not traveling on those bikes. I know that a lot of people did back then because they didn't have a choice, but you need something bigger if you're going to ride a long distance travel, like for round towns and stuff. I love those, 500, 600s.
2-4 says everybody always says, "Hey, nice bike. Is it a soft tail?"
I mean, it's true. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with a soft tail. There's a lot of stuff you can do with a dresser. There's a lot of stuff you can do with the sports.
That's the good thing about Harley. You could do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's the number one thing that keeps Harley in business is the aftermarket companies. Yeah. And I know Harley makes a lot of products and stuff, but if they didn't have so many aftermarket companies, I don't know if Harley would have survived all of this time. I mean, I know they got their own little stuff out in their aftermarket, floorboards and hand grip, everything. They got the stuff too. But a lot of people shop, different brands. They don't buy Harley aftermarket. They buy, the other companies. And that's what keeps, in my opinion, that's why people like to buy Harleys, because it's such a staple in history in the community. You know what I mean? Like it's got this community vibe of people, and it's historic. If you have a Harley, you own a Harley. My first bike wasn't a Harley. I had a Honda 100.
It's like there's no other bike manufacturer that has that.
Yeah, but no, it ain't. They may say they do, but they don't.
Indian don't have that culture. Indian doesn't have that culture. People just.
And I'll tell you why, because how many, how hard it is to find an Indian store, a company, a dealership. I mean, really, you can find them, but Harley has one on just about every other exit in Tennessee. I mean, we have them just, seriously, we have big dealerships, and you can find them pretty reasonable. You can get to them, or if you're on up more in East Tennessee, we have a J&P Cycle Warehouse, big place. You can go in and shop J&P. That's why if I order anything
wrong with Indian, Buck.
Well, I mean, that's like if I order anything from J&P, I just call the one in East Tennessee, and it gets to me in like 2 days. I don't need to order the one from, Florida or whatever. I can order the one right here. And I mean, it's
like I always say, and I don't mean to interrupt, but I did.
Each your own.
Yeah, to each your own. Buy what you want, ride what you want.
I just suggest,
yeah,
do your research before you get into it. What size, what kind, don't do it because, that's what's in style and that's what everybody else is doing. Do it because that's what you enjoy and you're comfortable with. And so what if it's not a big $40,000 bagger? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what if it's a soft tail and you got a windshield and not a fairing? You know what I mean? You can put a fairing on it. You don't have
$40,000, $35,000 baggers are just nothing but got to take care of it, make sure.
But I mean, trust me, if I had the money and I can go buy me a brand new Road Glide or Street Glide, I'm going to go buy one. But I don't have the money. But that's why I started out with older. I have older bikes. My bike is a 07 Ultra Classic.
I need another. I need a backup bike. I've been looking. I haven't found
I have
anything
a '08 Sportster Nightster, which is, I love ripping that thing around here, man. It's just so fun to. Also, I have I've been looking at
yet. The problem with Indian is no one can get clothing to match their bikes.
Yeah, it's funny when you see a guy with a Harley Davidson T-shirt on and he's riding Indian. I mean, that's
that's Buck. No, just kidding.
Or they got all this leather on. They're like, "Oh, we're bikers. We got all this leather on." And then they get off an Indian. Like, really? Like,
hey, 2-4. That's a good point, man. There's a lot of Harley.
I like Indian.
Up. There's a lot of Harley dealerships closing their doors all across the country, man.
Well, that's because they won't comply with the big organizations, the big ones, because they're buying them out.
Down.
Well, they're buying out the mom and pops, and they're doing it as a chain. Everything has to be designed the same way. The floor from the build, you know what I mean? They want everything to look the same. It's all, structured. Like, oh, look at Long John Silver's. Look at everything on the walls. All the art and display shit. That's what Harley's doing. That's what they want. They want everyone to look the same. So when you walk in there, you see all the same stuff, and you see the same design and all that. Well, that takes away the authenticity of the older mom and pop Harley Davidsons, because you could walk in the older or the other ones, the mom and pops, and you could see, oh, the owners collected these old knuckleheads and shovelheads and these Springer front end, different bikes, and they got them on display. It's just authenticity, man. You know what I mean? But then when you get these cookie cutters Harley's doing, you know what I mean? It's the same crap, and it's like, well, if I've been to one, I've been to them all. You know what I mean? Why would I want to even go to another dealership if you know what I mean? The same experience, it's the same stuff. I don't know. I think Harley's losing in that factor. I think they're doing it wrong. They should have kept.
Holy crap! Who's that guy?
Is that you?
That's me, man. Look at that 16-ounce bottle of pop.
Look at the hairdo, man. That rocks. I've had long hair for years, man.
Somebody asked me one time a long time ago if I had ever had long hair, and I said, yeah, it used to be down to my shoulders, and there it is. Years and years ago.
And what year is that? 83?
Probably somewhere around in there.
I could tell by the furniture, dude. And the window curtain. I'm serious. We had the same crap. We actually, when we did have furniture, we actually owned, at one time we had that wood furniture with the cushions in the middle, it was wood frame.
Yeah.
We actually owned
That
that.
was when I was with my first wife.
He said it looks like Tom Petty. And then, you're drinking a 40-ounce Colt 45 or something, ain't you? That beer looks huge, dude.
That's not a beer. That's a Coke, man.
Oh.
That's a Coke.
He said, I got a old, what's them things called? Boone's Farm. I got a Boone's Farm. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got the blue jean jacket on with the blue jeans. He's talking about shit.
That's back in the day, man.
Got the old Monte Carlo or something driving up to school. Playing some Kiss or something. Yeah.
Back in the good old days.
I had long hair for a long time. And then, I've had long hair off and on my whole life. I had long hair. Well, I had it I had it growing back out when I was in high school, when I was a sophomore in high school. And then I had, as a grown man, I had long hair. I have short hair. I had dreadlocks. I was trying to find that picture the other day. I've got it actually on.
I can't imagine you with dreadlocks.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it, man. I got it I got it stacked in a box somewhere with a bunch of photos, and I've been looking for it. Even at my mother's, I went to my mother's to look for it to see if she had it stored, because I've got long dreadlocks, man. You wouldn't even believe it's me. You know what I mean? And I've got dreadlocks, and that's when I lived on the beach and grew my dreads out. Yeah. And then, I've always had some sort of long hair, and then short hair. Like, I'd get to the point, I'd be like, yeah, just buzz it. And,
yeah, just buzz it. Yeah, that was back in the good old days. What happened to those days, man?
Denim Dan. Yeah, man, everybody wore denim. Hey, denim's back for kids, for the girls. They love denim, man. I mean, the girls, my girls, they love denim jeans and denim jackets, and what do they call that? A Canadian tuxedo or something? Canadian tuxedo or something? Blue jeans or jean jacket jeans, something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
The good old. Here, I got another one. I gotta show you, man. I gotta get this one sent to you. Let's put it up there.
I got to get on a video sometime. I ain't even dropped a video in a week. God, I got to drop a video. I need to be dropping 3 a week. I've got one in mind. I know I got one in mind. Well, I've been busy. Kids started the ball games. I had one last night. One was canceled. The wife was sick yesterday. She was actually home all day yesterday. Again. Yeah. So
damn, that's not good.
No, that's why I wasn't on. I didn't get on. I had to run around and take care of some things in town, and I'm just torn between getting this exhaust. I got to try to go. I got to order it. I got to get it ordered. Get it to here and get it going. Get my bike seen to.
I gotta show you this one. This picture right here. Let's see if I can pop this one up.
Let's see what the on my computer's saying. There was something I was looking at earlier that was today's going to be a decent day with weather, I think.
It's going to be 40 mile an hour winds here today.
Yeah, I know. Here too. We got wind
Tomorrow's
advisories.
special guest edition of the show should be a good one. Okay.
We got wind advisories from 11 to 5 o'clock tonight. It's saying, and then from 8 till, and then rain coming through the night, midnight.
There you go.
Man.
There's my first wife. Me and my first wife when we were kids, man. When we were teenagers.
I was gonna say y'all don't look no more than 18.
Yeah, we were babies.
Look at your eyes with your head down, like you're evil, like you're doing something evil. Like today's high says 70, but the winds is going to make it drop down to 50s tomorrow. So stupid weather. She, you can tell just by the clothing. Look at the stonewash she's got on or something, man. Yeah. You can tell that's old school. Is that your home or her home or?
That's her mom's house.
Okay.
Yeah, she passed away back in
about 6 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
or 4 years.
Yeah.
13 there. It's awful when you lose someone like that. When you grew up with them and know them,
Oh, I've known her since she was 13 years old.
That's the kid. That's the mother, right? The kid.
That's my mom and my boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
13 degrees here now, American Outlaw says. Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep it, dude. You can keep it.
I'm so tired of it. I don't want it. Degree weather. I want 85-degree weather.
I do too. Day. I want it to where I can walk out at midnight and just be like, man, it's 65, 70 degrees midnight. Yeah, I like that. Walk out, pee off your porch or your back deck and just.
What the hell are you talking?
Man, I'm in the country, dude. Walk out here and pee in the yard and just
piss off my back porch.
I'm telling you, it's a free feeling, dude. You should try it one time. Just when you get up in the morning and it's still dark out, oh man, walk out there and just pee.
You kill me, man.
It's like freedom, man. It feels so good just to get up and just know that. Hey, you can ask some of these people know what I'm talking about. Now, not a lot of them are just shy and they won't say it. They know what peeing outside is like.
But I'm not going to go out there and take
out there and while your dog pees and poops in the yard, don't it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, go out there and pee in the back. That's what I do. Man, it's awesome when it's nice out.
Pissed on the rose bushes. Here you go.
I'm telling you, Don Breed knows what I mean. Get out there at 60 degrees in the morning and just
No. Not gonna happen.
Come on, you ain't never peed outside on a trip or nothing?
Well, yeah, but I ain't gonna piss off my back porch. That would smell around my house.
No, it won't. one time, shit, I live in the woods. I got woods, man. Ain't gonna be that bad.
I grew up down where. Listen, I lived down.
Thank you, American Outlaw.
Where we had an outhouse. We didn't have a bathroom.
Well, we did too, and you had to walk to it in the snow and all that crap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or you kept a bucket in the house and pissed.
Yeah.
I know how it is. I grew up in the backwoods, brother. Everything feeds on the backwoods.
I'm telling you, it does. You'd be surprised how many damn skunks and rodents that actually are in your yard at night and pee and crap and things. Well, I got woods, so we have things that come out of the woods and everything, and they sniff around thinking they're gonna find food, which I don't have food or trash in my yard, none of that. So
no, he just has pests everywhere. That's it. That's all he's got. But no, I was when I first met my second wife that I'm married to now. I was out drinking, and she don't drink a whole lot. And she was driving. I said, "You got to pull over." And we were on the highway. She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "I got to take a piss." She goes, "You could have take a piss." I said, "Pull this damn car over," and I got out and took a piss on the side of the highway. I mean, I ain't gonna sit there and suffer and try not to. I had to piss, so stop the damn car. I think she thought I was nuts.
I've done that many times. Stop on, yeah. That's right, Dime Breed. You don't even have to aim.
The conversations, man.
What's Salty say?
Close, better get
close. You better get. Yeah, I'm going to go down there today and slap it on the
parts, man.
Yeah, I am. I got to go down. I got to order it today. I got to wait till he opens. He don't open till like 10, I think, 9 or 10. So when he opens, I'll go down. And
I'm going to be down that way, and you're not going to have a bike to ride. Then
I got 2 bikes. What are you talking about? I always got one bike going. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's
I just don't travel. I used to travel, ride at a lot of places to sporty, but I don't no more. I just like to ride around my area and my mountains. I like to rip these mountains pretty good with it, but you know, I prefer
American Outlaw said you'd be surprised how many girls peed off the porch too.
Oh God,
those heavy drinking nights.
Do you know how many girls I see squat when we're mudding and stuff, and these country girls are out?
Between my first wife and my second wife, I had a girlfriend, and she would say, "Pull over," and we'd go behind the gas station. She'd just squat.
Exactly, 2-4. Yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, you know, there's times that you can't get in the bathroom, or you know, even a gas station bathroom, and they got like, "Hey, let me run around the building and pee." The girls do, and the guys do it too. I mean, yeah, those water pills, man. I pee like I could already pee 5 times, but I've been sitting here because I don't want to. I didn't want to get up and leave. So,
go to the bathroom if you go piss on the back porch, man.
I only do it when because there is traffic comes through here. But I do like in the mornings. I'll get up and it's dark still, and I'll get up and walk out. I miss a cigarette and oh man, it's just like feels good. It's not every morning, but there is times that
it cracks me up.
I got 3 women in the house, dude. You trust me, someone's always in the bathroom, and I'm like,
you got only one bathroom?
Yeah. I'm poor, dude. I'm poor, man. I don't have 3 bathrooms like you in a 10-bedroom home.
One bathroom with 3 women in the house.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's
you never get access to the damn bathroom.
I don't. That's why I say I go out and go down to the woods and I pee a lot, or behind the house.
Oh my God!
Trying to do that. Yeah, always got somebody in the bathroom. Yeah, I only have one bathroom, man. It's not small, but it ain't like a monster bathroom.
I mean, it is what it is.
We got a shower, bathtub, toilet, sink, mirror.
Yeah,
that's about all you need, ain't it? I mean, I live in a small country home, man.
There's nothing wrong with that, but usually bathrooms do have a toilet, a shower, and a sink.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't have 2. Well, some people have, like a stand-up shower and then a bathtub separate and all this stuff.
I had all that, yes, with the jacuzzi and everything.
Yeah, I don't have that stuff.
Yeah.
I live in a basic house that has 1 bathroom. Trust me, it's like when you get done, let me know because I need to
have a mirror.
But that's a good thing about me getting up early. I get up, I get in the shower, take care of my business, and get all that stuff done. You know what I mean? Before they get up and do all their stuff, and I don't even have to be in there, because I've already took care of my stuff, in the morning times, and so I said the wife gets up, I get up, wife gets up. I'm usually up for her, and if I am, then I'll get up and pee or whatever, and I know she gets up and gets a shower and gets ready, and I'll let her do all that. Then when she leaves for work, that's when I'll go in, and 4:00, 3:30, 4:00 or whatever, and I shower and do all that stuff, and then that way, come 6:30 when the kids get up, I don't have to, I'm not in their way. I've already done what I need to do, and they can get in there because they get up at separate times. The kid that still goes to high school gets up at 6:30 and goes and showers and does her stuff. And then the other one, she's in college classes, so she usually don't have to be there till like 10 or something. So she gets up, an hour or so later. And then
Salty says sometimes you just got to use the tub and waffle stomp it down. What? American Outlaw says sign up sheet on the bathroom door. Sorry, Ray, it's booked till fall.
Yeah, no crap. I'm telling you, man. I have a house full of girls.
Oh shit! I don't know how you do it, man. My wife, I just live here with my wife, and she drives me crazy.
It's tough, man. It's tough. You got to have a good mental game. Like you don't have it. Like you wife's like, you never listen, and I'm like, no shit, I don't want to. I've got to block yins out. I told you 2 days ago we had to do this. I'm like, yeah.
My wife does the same shit. It's on the calendar. I'm like, I don't look at that damn calendar.
No shit. Like, why would I look at something hanging up that you wrote down? I mean,
yeah. She gets mad at me. She goes, well, it's on the calendar. I'm like, I've never looked at a calendar in my life. What the hell am I going to look at?
Or my kids, every time I'm like, you got a game, you got to work. It's on the fridge. I put my schedule on the fridge, and I'm like, well, I don't see it,
Yeah, I don't look at the calendar.
I don't want to look at stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's not because it's just, they're in school or they're doing their thing, and they're, they've got older. Now, it was 10 to 13 years old. It was, at times it got a little harder because, they're little girls. And I mean, it's just, running and in and out and driving me crazy. But now that they're in their teens and one's 19, one's 16, they got their own, they're into their own life, man. They're doing most of their own thing. They're, one's got a boyfriend and they do their thing and this and that. And so it's not like I'm sitting here getting aggravated because, the other one's in high school and she's got her friends and she, and got her ball games and we go to them and do that stuff. So it's kind of.
Hey, Ray, I'll be right back, man.
All right, buddy. Fix that. So I don't know. It's gotta go let the dog back in, I guess.
Quiet. Ray being quiet? That's unusual.
Well, I was reading something. No, man, I was reading something there. I was going to say, I forgot this whenever I was talking about it earlier. Did anybody keep up with has anybody read anything about the JFK files? They released 80,000 of them.
Yeah, I ain't reading.
Okay, here's something I read. Here's something that someone posted. So now we know who really killed JFK, which I think is a crock because I don't think we'll ever really know.
Hell no.
Someone says Israel ordered the assassination of JFK. The JFK files confirmed that there was a secret intelligence link between the CIA and Israel intelligence that was overseen by James Arlington, the CIA counterintelligence chief of staff. Israel involvement is since U.S. operations was, and it's showing where the paperwork that was the files that was
hit the
released.
like button. If you pop in, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
It says Israel intelligence on some of these files. They have got them circled of the Israel intelligence. The Secret Service was involved with Israel. That's something that's what I was telling you earlier. I thought about bringing up that. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look at the files myself. I can't read 80,000 of those. Like they said, how you going to sit and read 80,000? It'd take you a while. They're saying, okay, the assassination of President Kennedy was a conspiracy. The evidence of a conspiracy and cover up in the JFK assassination is now clear and undurable. Recently analyzed, evidence with what has been released over the decades tells the story. And I don't think it tells much at all. I think it, like that one guy was saying, I think it makes it to where you have to bring up your own conclusion. Do you believe it was a one-man shooter? Do you believe it was, I don't know, man. I think that, like I said, I'd have to read the files myself, truthfully.
Yeah.
Just to see where I could, if I could even interpret them, however you say that word.
No, I can't say it.
Yeah.
Interpretate.
Where I would know, because there's a lot of words in there I wouldn't understand due to like the intelligence stuff and like those government words and stuff. You have to really know what certain things mean, like certain words and what's behind the words for it to come to light for you. And
right.
I don't know. I like I said, I would need somebody if I want to get an answer from somebody. I don't believe it's going to be on social media. I believe it should be from a historian or somebody that has done the research and stuff like that, a doctor, somebody that's read it and really studied it and does it. And then if there's some kind of answer in those files, that's read all those files and can break it down, I would listen to, then I would listen to that person and just see kind of what the theory is that they say, He's dead. It ain't like it's going to happen. I mean, it ain't like it's going to change anything.
I need a hair.
I mean, seriously. Like, how long has it been? 50 years? What's it been?
It's been a long time. I don't know.
When was he assassinated? 68? 69? Something? I don't know. I don't even know when he was assassinated.
80,000 papers is just the first portion of files released. There's a lot more to come. Yeah, who can sit down and read all that?
That's what I said. Who can sit and read 80,000? No, I can talk without John. I just was reading something. I forgot. I forgot.
If I ain't here,
seriously,
it all falls apart.
Seriously, if me and John was talking about this before we went live, and I forgot about. We got into motorcycle stuff, and I forgot to bring it up. But I was going to throw that out there after I brought up the space stuff because it's trending topics, man. And I ain't saying just politics. It's trending. It's things that are relevant and people are talking about. And you really want to, if you're like me, and maybe you're not, maybe you don't care. Maybe you live in a bubble and you only see certain things, and that's fine. If that's how you live, that's how you live. I don't care. It's not me. But I like to keep up with, what goes on in my state. And then that's not necessarily politics. I'd like to know what's going on. What's the cities? If I'm traveling, if I'm going somewhere, I want to know if that's a bad place. Do I need to kind of bypass that place, or do I need to make? You know what I mean? Or do I want to? And that, that's kind of the person I am. I want to keep up with things that's going on in my state, my town, even the country. I want to know. I don't need to know what some Hollywood star ate for breakfast. I don't need to know. I don't follow those people. I don't need to know what they said. I don't care about that crap. You know what I mean? I don't give a crap. But I do like to know what's going on, certain things in the government. I like to know if we're going to be, certain things that's going to happen, stuff like that. So I like to know what's relevant, and I like to stay relevant to things that are happening. Like I said, I could care less what they're eating for breakfast, or these people, or anybody famous or rich. I don't follow famous people. I don't care who's on magazine covers. I don't give a shit about none of that. I really don't.
Right.
Like I do want to know what's going to affect me and my kids, though. I do want to know if I travel to a different state, what kind of law they got, what's going to affect me from carrying something. You know what I mean? Like am I going to get in trouble if I carry something?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You don't even come off your mountain.
Shit, you're crazy as hell. I go a lot of places.
You don't even come off Walton's Mountain.
Walton's Mountain. That's a good one. Oh man, Walton's Mountain.
Yeah, Motobomb, I changed my mind. I'm going to keep the Road Glide. I'm going to change the seat and put some air shocks on it and just roll with it.
In the holler. We only made $1.
Shit.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Never comes off Walton's Mountain.
No, I just traveled to another mountain.
two wheels, choppers, and titles are titties. Titles.
Damn, Sandy, how do you not know titty?
2 wheels, choppers, and titties is all that matters. That's right. Who gives
I got it right here on Walton's Mountain.
Yeah,
I got 2 bikes.
Everything that's going on in the country, so who gives a shit? Let it roll.
I don't know, man. I think
American Outlaw says Ray's on Brokeback Mountain. What?
Oh, dude, that was a bad insult, man. Dog. Man. Come on, really?
Take that out of my back, man. What the hell, man? What? Really?
That dude must not really like me at all, man.
American Outlaw, man. Wow.
Damn.
Heck yeah, John. Glad you're hanging in there. Titties. Chop. Yeah. Walton's Mountain. Hanging out. Good night, John boy.
I mean, I don't ride. I ride iron horses, not real horses. Oh, I can't believe it. That's funny.
Jesus. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, he's all right. Ray, you're a good old boy. We love you.
Nah, I don't need sympathy from you bastards.
He still stays on the mountain, though. Moto saying hi to you, Mr.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was looking out the window. How you doing, Moto?
Pay attention. He's looking at his mountain.
I was looking at that delivery truck, man. We're expecting some stuff, and my daughter, it's like 2 days late from what they said it was supposed to be, and she wanted me to keep an eye for it. And I was looking at it. I seen a delivery truck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she ordered a Walkman. I'm like, why did you spend money on a Walkman? Because she's like this throwback of me, dude. Like when I was young, like she wants everything nostalgic. You know what I mean? Shit that's, and I'm
what
like,
you do on the mountain stays on the mountain.
Squeal like a pig, boy.
Hey, what the hell? Deliverance. Oh, shit. Daydream.
I'm not going to say there ain't places like that here, but I'm not in those places. We are deep in the mountains. We do have certain hollers you don't go down, you don't go in because that whole certain family lives down there, and you don't want to go. You're not welcome. Nobody is, unless you really know them personally. You don't go in that holler.
It was like that down in Harlan, Kentucky.
Seriously, you don't.
You stayed out of certain areas.
You do, yeah. One of them's called Walter Mountain here, and it's just it's dangerous. You don't go through there, man. You have no business there anyway, so why go? I mean, it's all one family. You don't fuck around down there.
Just busting your chops, Ray. You're cool. Yeah.
Oh, I know that, dude.
Oh boy, he don't get mad at me when I have to shut him up.
No, I don't take things personally. A lot of people think I do, but I don't. I really don't.
He does. He just hides. He hides it.
Yeah.
He hides.
I build it all up, man. Then I go cry in the corner.
He hides his feelings, his own feelings.
I'm gonna go cry. He said he's gonna go cry in the car. That movie Friday when Debo took his chain.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna go cry in the car.
You're gonna cry.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, really, like, dude, I guess I'm gonna go with the S&S. I can't find the one I want with the Reinhardt.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna go with the. I think I'm gonna go with the S&S. I don't know if it's called Sidewinder or but I don't know, something like that. It's expensive though. I think.
Feelings, nothing more than
the.
That's right. Hey, but it's worth it though, man. Get that bike fixed, man. Get it out on the road.
It's a Sidewinder 2-in-1. Yeah, black. The chrome is, I don't think is that, or hang on, it might be the Sidewinder. Yeah, let's see. I know I had it pulled up the other day. Well, I got to order that. This one I'm looking at right now is $1,300 and something, man. And then I gotta order. I gotta have 2 O2 sensors, so. They're like $60 a piece or something, I think. Excuse me. It's the Vance and Hines, I think, S&S or something like that, Vance and Hines or some shit. But
Vance and Hines.
Let's see. I think it's
Titties and Hines. What? I mean, Vance and Hines.
Let's see.
Titties and Hines.
This in here says, yeah, the S&S cycle, yeah, S&S cycle, Sidewinder 2-in-1 exhaust.
This is not your kids' show.
Is $1,329. That's through J&P Cycles.
Got to roll out, boys. Shoulder PT. Oh, physical therapy this morning. Had fun.
This fits models.
American Outlaw. Thanks for coming.
This fits. All right, buddy. This fits touring 95 to 2016, so it should fit mine. Mine's a 07.
Have great physical therapy. Hope she looks good. She's a good-looking woman that's giving you physical therapy.
No, his is a guy going to rub him down. Use Diddy's oil. See, I just get revenge. I don't get mad. 2-in-1. Just don't let the Diddy oil slip into the bow. $1,329. So $1,329 for this exhaust.
What? You got to go out again?
And then let's see. Another say 100. So about $1,500. That's not including labor. I'd say $100, $200 for labor. It shouldn't take long to change an exhaust. I'd change it, but I don't have the tools and all that stuff. I got a 20-piece socket set, and I guarantee it wouldn't go to that. And the way my exhaust is, it's got a funky, like, little angle within that. My mechanic, he said, I've already had to cut one of my wrenches down fixing your exhaust. I said, well, I ain't paying for your tool. I said, keep it because you'll be doing more work, So, so he kept the tool he had to cut in half because he had to get it to where it fit down in there, to where the head is, the back header, he couldn't get, his wrench down in there. So he had to cut his wrench. And, so that's what I'll be doing this morning. If anybody's wondering, I'm fixing, after we get off here, I'm going to go order the new exhaust. And what I do is I could sit here and order it on the computer and wait for it got here, but I just go to the shop down here. It's like a half a mile down next to my house, the bike shop. So what I'll do is, and it's a mechanic and all that. So what I'll do is just go down there and I'll have him to order it because it helps his small business, and order it through his business, and he'll order it. And what we'll do, and then it'll come there. And then when it gets there, I will just put the battery back in the bike because I got it on the tender, and I will ride the bike down there, the bike will run. It's just I got a hole in exhaust and one of the O2 sensors are out, so I can get it to run good enough to I can get it down there. And like I said, it's a half a mile down the road, maybe a mile from my house. So I'll get the bike down there, and then he'll slap it in and do some work. And then he'll call me in a couple of days when it gets in, and after he fixes it, after my bike's down there, and I'll go pick it up, and I'll ride the crap out of it.
There you go. Yeah, I gotta get my bike fixed up when I get back from Vegas. Front tire, brakes, brake fluid flush, and 3-hole oil change. You got some work ahead of you too, for.
And I've already got a aftermarket air filter cleaner on it, filter and all that. I already put on there. I've already got a tuner on it, so all I got to do is when he puts the exhaust on, I'll go into my tune and retune it. So
there you go. Get it done, son. Get it done. Need to get out on that bike and ride, man.
I can't do it unless I'm got it fixed and it's nice. I'm not gonna.
I'd go out riding today, but we're gonna have 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts, so I think I'll pass on that.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't think I'm going to do that today.
Well, I mean,
some people might ride in it, and that's fine. But man, that wind, man, it'll rock you.
Yeah, it will.
I'm not going down. No.
Yeah, right here's what it says. So if I go through S&S, the company, eligible for Buyers Club, yeah. So if I go through the company, maybe I can
had
get
some yesterday. I know what you mean, T4. I was out yesterday.
A little cheaper. I don't know. You would think there's one page. That's crazy. Okay, the S&S Sidewinder 2-in-1 exhaust system fits my bike. So it ranges from $1,259 to $1,394 through the company. So 2-in-1 exhaust, high performance bagger. Okay, increases power and torque over the stock exhaust system, which I don't know if it really does that. I believe that's just what they put on there. Fit finish machined aluminum end cap. Includes adapters that allow use stock or aftermarket wideband O2 sensors. Okay, good. Stainless steel header. Okay, the deep 2-in-1 performance exhaust note. Okay, removable DB reducer included. The hell's that? Comes with all required installation hardware and instructions. Okay, so that's weird. Does anybody know what that is?
I don't know.
Comes with removable DB reducer included. Is that like the removable, like the catch can? What do they call that? Cadillac converter, whatever. Is that what that is, Salty?
What? Oh, no, Salty.
It's a removable DB reducer.
I don't know what that is.
Huh. But I'm going in black. I could go chrome. I got a little chrome on my bike, but my bike is mainly black, and I like black. So,
yeah, black is not easy to take care of either.
No, it ain't.
Dirty. My bike's blacked out, and it gets stressed.
I mean, my motor's chrome and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's the 07. I had certain chrome. I have taken a lot of certain chrome things off and put black, but I mean, the motor, all that, it's the heads and all that stuff's chrome. This is through parts, John, so I don't want to go through that. I try to go through S&S, and it just wouldn't. It says it, but then it's like, okay, that's not the S&S company. And then they got Dennis Kirk, and then I guess they just sell through. See, there's S&S Cycle. Okay, there's the actual company. Yeah. See, if I was go through there, no, that's not my model. That's $900 for that. Let's see. See, there's a motor. That's what I'd like to have. New motor. That'd be awesome. Put a 107 or something in that clock.
Yeah, you're good with what you got, man.
Yeah, their slip-ons are $1,200. Just That's expensive. Just for slip-ons. Ooh-wee. I know Tab Performance is pretty. Hell, $1,500 for the stage 2 kit, I think. Chain drive cam, yeah, chest kit without cam. So you still, that's just a camshaft and cam. Yeah, you need the actual cam, and man, yeah, I don't need slip-ons. I need the whole exhaust.
You need the
whole shebang. The ones that, yeah, I need the ones that come straight out of the motor, straight back. But I'll find out when I go down there to order, find out what because he uses, I think he only uses like 2 different companies, or he goes through like maybe Dennis Kurt and somebody else, I think. But if he doesn't, if they don't have the ones that I want, the company he goes to, I'll just come home and order them from where I want and pay for it. And then I'll take them down there and have them to fix it, put them on. So.
All right, brother. Well, we're going to end this. Always don't forget to check out Raysotolife's channel.
Yeah, this was just for entertainment only, guys. Remember that.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out the Rabbit Hole tonight at 7:30, where we're going to be talking about Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid. Is that what it is?
That's tonight, ain't it?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Okay.
7:30, Billy the Kid. So don't forget to check that out. Check out Retired Rider, of course, and we'll be back here on Retired Rider on Friday morning at 8 o'clock. And then the Rabbit Hole again on Sunday night. And like I said, check out Ray's channel always. And we'll get, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hit your notification bells, guys. See you.
Yeah, see you.